Coming back at you here at 3-Point View. We're drinking beer and talking sports is what we do. We're here to talk about NFL free agents. The man, the one who's going to get paid is Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, the landscape kind of just changed because Blake Bortles took like a kind of a sympathy, even though it's like $18 million a year.
It wasn't sympathy, it's a good faith.
It's a good faith effort, right?
He's got 27 guaranteed in that.
I get that, but it's not. It's the fact that he took a team to an AFC Championship game, and he gets $54 million, and a guy with good hair and knows Tom Brady got 100 and what?
A lot.
137
million dollars. Blake Bortles threw for 35 touchdowns in a season.
Before you make that comparison, hold on. I was going to just thank you. Before you make that comparison, if you had to start a team with Blake Bortles or Jimmy Garoppolo, who are you taking?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
All right. Enough said.
It's just the fact that people are getting paid $20.
Well, I mean, this is where Case Keenum comes in. Case Keenum took him to the NFC Championship, so now what's he going to get?
He should get exactly what Bortles
somewhere in there,
if not lower.
No, he'll get.
If not lower.
Well, it depends on where he goes.
Bortles has 2 good seasons under his belt. Keenum has 1.
It depends on where he goes. I'm not sure that Keenum's going to be back in Minnesota.
Here's what we're going to do. This is a segment called You're the GM. You're the GM, Clint, for the New York Jets. Mm-hmm. What's your pitch to Kirk Cousins?
Well, beginning with, I wouldn't start out with the pitch that the actual GM said.
What did he say?
Well, we'll just give him whatever he wants. You know, like, and who does that? And, you know, he goes to the negotiation table knowing that you can skyrocket your price. That's retarded. Ridiculous. But, anyways, if I'm the Jets, I have to have the notion that Kirk Cousins is going to sign long-term, and I'm also going to have enough money to bring in other players as well to help him. So, if that's the case, if you can get Cousins and Barkley in the draft, by somehow you get Barkley. If you can get those two,
Barkley going to end up in Indianapolis.
Just saying, but if you can, as the GM, I'm thinking Giants. Kirk Cousins, Saquon Barkley, then you got your receivers. We already talked about with Jermaine Kearse and Robbie Anderson on the outside. Might lose Ray Anderson for a couple of games, whatever the case may be. Safarian Jenkins, and then you got a young and developing defense in the New York Jets. So you feel like you're getting all the pieces if you get a Barkley in the draft, or you get the kid from Georgia, and you have Cousins, who's going to come in. He's going to put up 26 touchdowns, 17 interceptions.
He's better than what they got.
4,500 yards.
Yeah. But with that being said, I don't think that he is worth $150 million.
No, by no means.
So there was a thing. There was a thing on ESPN.
I'm not telling you to say what he's not worth. I'm asking for your pitch.
My pitch is not anything for the Jets. I don't want to go to.
Well,
the
you
Jets.
are the GM for the Jets.
I don't want Kirk
Too
Cousins.
bad. You are.
If I'm the GM for the Jets, I don't want Kirk Cousins.
Ooh.
I don't want Kirk Cousins.
Who do you want?
Who do you want?
I want somebody out of the draft.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Who are you taking?
Baker. They're already saying Broadway Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. If I'm the Jets, I'll take Baker Mayfield, but this is where you run into things. Once
you better sign Josh McCown,
just
too.
listen to this, and I know it's going to sound far-fetched, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is Baker Mayfield's football number? What's his jersey number?
Why are we referring to this?
What's his jersey number? It's number 6.
Okay.
Right? Number 6.
Dirty Sanchez.
I cannot believe you guys didn't know that.
I remembered it when you said it.
So it's number 6. Who else does he compare to as a number 6?
Dirty Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez.
Butt fumble.
Now listen, Mark Sanchez.
He's not Sanchez. Listen, I'm listening.
Go back to the tape.
I'll get
and I watched, and I did this. I went on YouTube and I watched Mark Sanchez tape, and I watched Baker Mayfield tape, and they're pretty much identical.
You done lost your damn mind.
They're pretty much identical.
You done lost your damn
mind?
mind?
No, Baker Mayfield's the flavor of the month right now, right? Mark Sanchez back then was the flavor of the month. Okay.
They traded up together.
Go back to the tape and watch those two. It's like identical watching those two play.
No, unfortunately, the flavor of the month right now is Darnold.
Darnold? What?
Darnold's
not the flavor of the month?
He's still being talked about.
Brandon, Darnold's not the flavor of the month.
Quarterback.
Darnold's like...
Thank you, Brock.
Darnold
Did you hear what Mark just
mint
said?
chocolate chip.
No. Brock,
He's the most pro-ready quarterback.
and that's what you're hearing everywhere
He's
you
not
go.
the flavor of the month.
He is the
He's
flavor.
not the
He's
flavor
been
of
the
the month.
flavor.
At this point,
years.
Lamar
He's been-
Jackson.
He's been the flavor of the last
Since
24
his
months.
Since his sophomore year.
At this point, Lamar Jackson's moving up in the draft.
Darnold would have been
Dude,
better
they're all
off if he would have
moving
left
up.
last year.
Yeah, I agree
If
with
Darnold would have
I
left
agree
last
with
year,
that.
he would have been a top
He
5
would have
pick.
been. He would have been.
Baker Mayfield is nowhere near Mark Sanchez.
But we don't know.
he's
Though. We don't know yet.
I
We
know.
don't know yet.
I've
We don't
watched
know
film.
yet.
I've
Is
watched
Lamar Jackson going to be like Michael Vick?
Michael Vick thinks
Is-
Lamar
is
Jackson's
Lamar-
better than
That's
him.
Michael Vick. I'm asking you.
I don't know.
Okay then.
Only
Okay
reason I
then.
don't know
So
is
we
because
don't
he's
know that
undersized.
Baker Mayfield is
I-
not going to end up
dude.
like Mark Sanchez.
Okay, there is a big gap difference between college and pros, and I'll give you
So.
that. To that
Is
extent,
Josh
I
Allen
do-
going to end up like Ryan Leaf? They both had the intangibles.
I don't know. It
It
depends
could
on where he
happen.
goes.
It could
Depends
happen.
on where he goes. A
These
lot of
things
this,
we don't know.
And I'm going to continue with the GM pitch here. The next team on our list is the Cleveland Browns.
$113 million, I believe, in cash.
Anybody.
I'm ready. I'm going to be the GM for the Cleveland Browns here. And I'm going to look at Kirk Cousins and go, what do you think of a statue? You want one? Because I think we can get you one.
Wow.
That's what I'm going to tell him. I'm going to tell him right now.
Does Cleveland even have a statue for a football player?
Jim Brown, maybe somewhere.
Maybe.
Somewhere. I've been to Cleveland State. I don't recall seeing it, but if there's ever been a statue, that would be the guy.
Jim Brown, yeah.
So outside of him, but I'm gonna literally look at him and say, "Do you realize how much money we got?
Right.
Do you realize
How much
how many
talent?
draft picks I got? Do you know how much young talent we have? That you just played with Terrell Pryor. He's a free agent. He played here before.
He can come back.
We'll get him back for you.
Josh Gordon.
We got Josh Gordon. What, you want Saquon? I got the number 1 pick. You tell me what you want with the number 1 pick.
I like this. This sounds
No.
good.
I'm sitting there. So,
I mean, that could
One
be.
of the best left tackles in NFL history.
No.
hey, you want your Elias out of guarded? If I'm the GM for the Browns, this is exactly what I'm taking for him.
And Joe Thomas might be the type that might restructure his contract.
And Brock,
Oh,
you
yeah.
got,
Oh,
you
he
got
would.
the,
He
according
would.
to this, you got
He
the
would.
easiest sell out of all of us. Maybe here.
I'm the
Go
GM. I'm the
you're
GM for
of
the
Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings. I have one of the top defenses in the league.
Yeah,
You
you
play indoors.
Mhm.
You're in Minnesota. You're in the Midwest where you like to be.
Got you a dome.
You got you a dome. You got your great defense. Dalvin Cook
Tremendous.
coming right
But
back.
we don't know.
He'll be back.
He'll be back, but we don't know how.
You can't
good
say
he'll
that to
be
me.
back.
I'm the GM. He's already back.
No,
And he's
that's-
yeah,
Brock,
yeah,
better
Brock
than ever.
Sullivan.
GM
He's
saying
already
Brock
better than
Sullivan.
ever. Get this man some
Right.
cucumber water right now because
Yeah.
I'm selling it to him.
Matter of
now.
fact, he's on Tom Brady's new diet.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you. So we got the Mall of America up here. Not only do we got Stephon Diggs, we got Thielen, who's a hometown boy, just like you. You know, worked his way from the bottom. Nobody believed in him. He's just like you. He's a 100-catch receiver. That's your man. We're going to give you $30 million, close to $30 million a year, and you went to the NFC Championship game. The only thing we needed to get to the Super Bowl was Kirk Cousins, and you are the man to take us there, and you can take us there for the next 6 years with the defense that we have set up for you. I believe that is the pitch to this man. But the next one we
I
have,
like the Browns one though.
okay,
You're going Cardinals.
You're going Cardinals.
That's because I'm damn.
Arizona Cardinals, GM, step it up.
God, that's a tough one. though.
You can't do
If
this.
there was Bruce Arians on that team, if he was still coaching the Cardinals,
Mr.
it'd be a little
Smooth with
bit
the
easier.
Kango.
It'd be a
Mr.
little
Smooth
easier
with the
because
Kango.
of his history with quarterbacks.
Nah, I get it.
But
this is
if
this is
I'm
task
the
you
if
put
I'm the
in front
GM
of
of the
you.
Cardinals, I'm telling Kirk Cousins, we got the money to pay you what you want. You're gonna get $30+ million a year. We have I don't want to say decent offensive line, but they got a pretty good offensive line.
It's not
You
terrible.
have the MVP, the future MVP of the league, in David Johnson.
Could be.
Right?
Should
Then you
be.
also have a backup in Adrian Peterson because we're going to re-sign him for you just in case something happens to David Johnson. All right, Larry Fitzgerald's coming back. You know he's automatic in the red zone. You're actually pretty good in the red zone as well, right? So then you got Patrick Peterson, Tyrann
The
Mathieu.
defense- the
That
defense ain't
defense
nothing
is
to play with.
solid, and you're not playing in bad weather when you're on home games. You're playing in the desert. You're playing in the sun. We got a brand new stadium. We're adding seats, everything like that.
And much prettier
you
than
can-
Arizona.
And that is going to prolong your career by playing in this weather for at least another 10 years.
Sounds pretty good. Brandon, tell me about your pitch for the Denver Broncos.
Oh, this is a good one.
I'm gonna come off and say 2 words: John Elway. Who would you rather work with?
No.
Period. I mean, not to mention the defense. Not to mention, there have been
Von
rumors.
Miller's wrapped up for what, 5-6 years?
Yeah, but there have been rumors of receivers leaving.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Maybe we can hang on to them.
There's rumors, mini-me of receivers leaving.
But maybe we can hang on to one or both of them if that's what you want. You know, what are we missing?
You can also get some free agency.
Yeah, I mean, who do you want? You know, I'm selling the defense there. I'm selling John Elway there. I'm selling the air in Denver. I'm selling. Could you imagine how much further you can throw the ball? Like, I'm selling everything I can to him because
that's what we did with Peyton Manning.
That is the piece that they're missing. Yeah. They're missing.
And Kirk Cousins is 10 years younger than Manning.
Oh yeah.
Right there.
I mean, it's there. So last but not least, Brock, the Buffalo Bills.
Kirk Cousins. If I had to emulate a city in your name and your persona, that city would be the city of Buffalo. The city of Buffalo is a hardworking town. The city of Buffalo is something that believes in the guy that had to go from the bottom to the top. The city of Buffalo is
you keep quoting Drake.
Starting from the bottom, now we're here.
Hey, you could go up. You could go up a little more to Toronto and talk to him. But I'm just saying that at the same time, Buffalo is the equivalent to Kirk Cousins. It's somebody that has not gotten the respect, even though it's a fame franchise.
Yeah, they lost 4 Super Bowls.
They lost
Who
4
would
Super
respect
Bowls.
that?
But at the same time, they made it to the playoffs last year. They broke, 17? Was it 17?
Yeah,
what was it?
Since 99.
99.
18 years? 18 years straight. Yeah. They all donated to the Andy Dalton Foundation for it.
That was fun.
So with that, you have one of the most electric running back / receiver combos in the league.
He looks good in the snow, man. Yeah. That boy, for some reason, if there's a foot of snow, he's playing like that.
You have one of the best tight ends in the league in Charles Clay. You might get Allen Robinson from the Jacksonville Jaguars to be your top playmaker in Buffalo. This is why we want you, Kirk. We believed in Jim Kelly, and we brought him every single year. We paid him every single year to bring us to the pinnacle of football, and we believe you're that same
Kirk
type
Cousins,
of gunslinger.
I'm getting up out of this meeting.
You're like
walking away. Allen Robinson and Charles Clay. I'm getting the hell out of this meeting.
Hey, you asked me. You got to sell Arizona. I get Buffalo. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not even believing myself.
The only meetings I'm not getting out of is the Broncos and the Browns.
Vikings.
I'm getting out of that one.
Why?
Too.
You get Stephon Diggs dealing.
What's your deal with the Vikings?
I don't know. I just don't like them there. I don't know. Maybe it's the purple. I don't know. I like him in Denver.
Well, how do you hold on? What the shit is this?
If Brett Favre was sitting in the meeting, I would say yeah. But it's Kirk Cousins.
I'm saying that you made me sell Buffalo. Yeah. You had 100. Cleveland's the same thing, but you had 113
Cleveland's a tough sell. I don't give a shit what you say.
Yeah, I don't.
I made that shit sound pretty.
If you give me like 20% more than what I'm getting paid now, I'm gonna go to Arizona.
Yeah,
Arizona's not a bad fit.
I can see him in Arizona.
It's not a bad fit.
I can see him in Arizona only because the weather and just because it's not that high profiled, type of organization.
It's a beautiful place.
It's where he can just go and play,
So we told you about where we think Kirk Cousins can go. Make sure you go on Instagram, YouTube, AMFM 24/7 Thursdays at 3 o'clock. We're also going to be on Roku. Tell us, where do you think Kirk Cousins should go?
iHeartRadio.
And iHeartRadio, we're also coming to you at iHeartRadio soon.
Soon.
We'll be right back at you with 3 Point View after this.